Michael Ricketts says Mason Greenwood, Reece Nelson, and the two other British-based players are on the verge of representing Jamaica.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz. I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz myself, but big up Gunnaz.
As you guys all know, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you're a part of that 58.5% of people who keep watching the Gunnaz YouTube channel on a regular and are not subscribing, what are you waiting on? Go ahead right now and hit that fat red subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we do post videos. And you can check us out on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee, and you can find the link below in the description. Now, it was on September 3rd when Livingston Scott from the Star, big up yourself, Mr. Scott, because you're always giving us and feeding us this information from various interviews and news that you get from the higher heads of the Jamaica Football Federation. So big up to Mr. Livingston Scott when you're watching this. So yeah, Mr. Livingston Scott broke the news on the Star in an article entitled "The JFF Steps Up Recruitment Drive." And in the article is Michael Ricketts, the Jamaica Football Federation president, stating that 4 British-based players are on the verge of receiving their passports, and it will happen sooner rather than later. President Ricketts says the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, have received the documents and expect them to be completed in timely fashion. So it look like Mr. Ricketts have bad up PICA. The man said he's expecting them to be completed in a timely manner. The article also went on to say that since the appointment of Steve McClaren as Reggae Boyz head coach, the Jamaica Football Federation has stepped up its recruitment drive for overseas-born professionals with Jamaican heritage. It also says that McClaren stated in his latest press conference that he was presented with a list of 50 players. That's what he said, a list of 50 players that were heritage players. So these were not local players, 50 heritage players for him to go and chase and see which one wants to represent Jamaica and get their documents sorted out. And it says that the list of targets that he will be conversing with when he gets back home to get them to commit to Jamaica. So ever since Steve McClaren has been here, and this is what I was telling you guys as well with his appointment, I believe a key reason why he was appointed was not only was not only because of his coaching ability, but also the pull that he has. And we all know the better players that we have in a very soon time where they'll be able to gel together, it's the better it will be for Jamaica and our chances of making it to the World Cup. And I've said it multiple times. My belief that my granny should be able to get Jamaica to the World Cup with this new setup that is going on, right? In the last World Cup qualifiers that we had, if we had finished in the same position, this World Cup qualifiers, that would mean that we would make it to the World Cup. That just goes to show you the level of which this current World Cup qualification is at. It is easier to get into the World Cup this year. Now, many look at it and they will say, well, with the possibility of, with the reality of Canada, Mexico, and the United States not making it, and there are a few extra spots, many teams will look at it as their chance. But I don't look at it that way. I don't care how other teams want to look at it. We have the quality, and we should expect, not fret or worry if we're going to make this World Cup. We should expect, we should 100% make this World Cup based on the quality that we have. These players have been playing together for a long time. And it's not like say the whole of England we have to bring forward to come play. It's just a little nickel here, and a little piece there, and a little piece there, right? And if we can get in at least 6 of those British-based players, 6 or 7, and just slowly integrate them into this team, by the time we qualify for World Cup, them need to look out to Jamaica. Jamaica has a chance of even making it into that next qualifying, that round of 16 round. But that's how far it stands from now. We're not getting into that. Let's head back into the article. The article also went on to say that Star Sports also understands that apart from Mason Greenwood, who the JFF have been targeting for the Jamaica senior men's national team for years, the list includes Arsenal's Reece Nelson, who currently went over to Fulham on loan, Morgan Gibbs-White of Nottingham Forest, Tyreek Mitchell of Crystal Palace, Bournemouth's Max Aarons, and Ben Godfrey, who is presently at Syria's club Atalanta, and Isaac Hayden from Newcastle. And four of them 4 of them, I just named around 6, 4 of them have their documents at PICA, and yeah, the respective government ministries are helping the Jamaica Football Federation to expedite the process that is being done right now. And that was said by President Michael Ricketts. He also went on to say, I won't go into any specifics as some of the players have asked me to not discuss the entire process, but at least 4 of those players' documents are at PICA, and we are just waiting for the process to get completed. Although he could not say when the documentation process is expected to be finalized, Mr. Ricketts pointed out that the aim is to have the players available for the next qualifying round campaign. Now, if I should look on my calendar, the next qualifying round campaign is on June 7th, 2025, and it's against the British Virgin Islands. And President Michael Ricketts is saying that he's expecting these players' documents to be completed for them to be representing by that time. Now, everybody knows the British Virgin Islands are not ready. And imagine we have Mason Greenwood and one of them man then decide by the time we play British Virgin Island in our next qualifiers game. Come on, man. May I expect Mason Greenwood to forget all the hat trick? Don't forget it was that same Virgin Islands team where Canada give around 11 or 12, you know. Alphonso Davies bag all that trick they game there, you know. So, come on, man. If we get in them players, there is a field day. It's going to be a field day over the British Virgin Islands. But again, that's very far from now. That is the news that is coming out. We can expect to have those players in by the 7th of June 2025, as Michael Ricketts said. Well, he didn't say the 7th of June 2025, but he said by the time the next qualifying round campaign starts, and that is the 7th of June 2025. So I am saying the 7th of June 2025. You see me? So he also went on to say, I am not in a position to give a timeline. PICA has said to us that they are working on the documents, and in reasonable time, the passports will be ready. So some players are being processed now, and we will definitely strengthen this group for sure. I want to reiterate, the real picture is 2026, and this is certainly a part of the process of getting to the World Cup. So there are some players who will be added soon as their documents are sorted out. Now, Reggae Boyz head coach Steve McClaren also went on to say that we want the best players. If it can be done, if it's a possibility, we will take it. And it's strange because I met Mason at Manchester United's training ground about 3 weeks ago, before the announcement of being the Jamaica head coach. So I had to be very careful what I said to him. But we had little conversation, and we have had a conversation since. And I want to do like I am going to do with him when I get back. So it is good to meet him, have a conversation, and then find out the reality of the situation and whether they actually want to come and play here for Jamaica. Again, it's the commitment of the players. They are the players that should be interested in us. They are very good players, and I will be making sure I have a conversation with the president. Mr. Speed has shown me a list of potential targets. I know them very well, and I know their agents very well. So believe you me, when I get home, I will be busy. And that is what Coach Stephen McClaren said in his past press conference. And yeah, it looks as if he has been very busy. Names like Ben Godfrey and Max Arons, who was only talked about by vloggers or other people here on YouTube. It was never really confirmed, right? It was never really confirmed by the Jamaica Football Federation, but those are just some of the names that are being named right now. So yeah, if all goes well, we should be set for a star-studded lineup next year in the summer in that World Cup qualifier campaign. It's just about time, you know. We just have to wait and see. So remember, get this video to 100 likes, guys. I want to get this video to 100 likes. Remember to subscribe, comment, share the video, and yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So let me know in the comment section, are you guys excited about this news that we are finally at the end of the saga with a whole lot of these British-based players? They are finally coming around to representing the national team. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. And yeah, remember to follow us on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee, and you can find the link below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Finale. It still might be. It is.
Nicholson! Wow! Jamaica have a lifeline.
Big up Gunnaz podcast.
The Gunnaz Podcast.